We're halfway through July, which means you've probably seen some fireworks unless you're me, and you've eaten some hamburgers. But now we gotta talk about real estate. So let's talk about how June went in both Dupage and Cook County. Now let me remind you, we're in the Midwest here, which means people love to take advantage when it's warmer out. They love to go out, they love to do things, they love to move. They don't like to do that in the winter when it's snowy, slippery, cold. It's a lot easier to do it in the summer. Now why am I bringing this up? Because typically in the summer, we see prices go up and then we see the days in the market for houses go down. So it's a typical trend that we usually see every summer, and this summer it's no different. Even though there aren't a lot of homes for sale, interest rates are higher than they've been in the past few years, we are still following the trend that we usually see here in the Midwest, which is great news because it gives us certainty. It gives us certainty in what's going to happen. It gives buyers and sellers in the marketplace a little certainty, because without certainty, people don't know what to do. People are afraid. People are worried. So it's great news that we're still following the trends even this summer, even in the market that we're in right now, because it helps people be able to make decisions. So every month we talk about sales price, days in the market, and showings. So let's get into the sales prices. It's not a surprise that we see sales prices continue to go up as we head into the summer months. Both in Dupage and Cook County we saw prices go up, mainly in Cook County, surprisingly, because usually Dupage in the suburbs we see pricing go up more than usually we do in Cook County. In Dupage County we saw the average home sold go up $30,000. Last month in May it was $570. In June the average home sold was $600,000. Meanwhile in Cook County we saw the average home sale go up $50,000 month over month. In May, the average home was about $450. In June, we saw it close to $498, nearly $500,000. We saw almost a $50K jump exactly from May to June, which is huge in Cook County. Now, if you're not in this market every single day, anytime a house goes up on the market Thursday, it's usually gone by Sunday. It's just what it is right now. So that's why we're seeing prices continue to go up, especially here in the summertime in the Chicagoland area. Now let's talk about days on the market. This is how long a house sits on the market before it goes under contract. The homes that we see come on the market Thursday and go off on Sunday, these are usually pristine houses. These are houses everybody are going after because they're in good areas, they're reasonably priced, and they're in good move-in condition. They don't really need any work done. But let's look at the average. How long a house on average sits in the market, because we're going over the full pie, not just those cream puff ready houses. Now, both in Dupage and Cook County, we saw this time shoot down. We saw, again, houses rarely sit on the market. Now, in Cook County, we saw houses sit on the market for 2 weeks less, 12 days if we were being exact here. In May, the average house sat on the market for about 59 days. And in June, that turned to 47, just a little over a month and a half. In Dupage, we saw a smaller jump, not a lot, about 6 days a difference on the market. In May, the average home sat on the market for about 35 days. In June, we saw 29, just under a month we saw a house sit on the market for. So we're seeing houses go quickly. We're seeing the time that they stay on the market less and less. So we're still seeing houses go down and down every single month. I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to see this trend until about September or October. So like we said, houses are staying on the market less and less every month. I wouldn't be surprised if this trend didn't continue until about September, maybe October is where we start to see it come back up again as we head into the holiday season and the colder months. Now let's not forget about how many showings we have per house on the market. This gives us a good gauge on just how many active buyers are there, how many people are there, boots on the ground, are actually looking through these houses and actually wanting to see them to put in offers. We actually saw this figure go down again in June. Now it wasn't a huge jump, it was just a small fraction of what we used to see, but we're still seeing showings go down and down month over month as we head into the summer. If we look at Cook County, the average showings per home on the market was just under 11, and in June we saw it to be 10. 10 people would go and look at a house in Cook County. Now in Dupage, it wasn't that significant. We saw pretty much close to the same amount of people. About 16 people went to look at one house. Every single house that came on the market, 16 people went in, took a look at it, and made offers, declined, looked around, said no thanks. So that's what we saw in June in Dupage County. So as another month goes by, we are still using the same word that we started out the year with, and that's consistent. We have a consistent market month after month, which is something we really desperately need after the drastic changes we saw last year. So as some people are worried about the market, as some people are unsure, some people think it's crazy out here, I would use the word consistent, because 2023 has been consistent in the housing market, which has been something we desperately needed. So if you're looking to buy in this market, understand you're likely going to get into multiple offer situations, you're likely going to get into bidding wars, so understand what you want and why you want it so that you can make solid offers on places that work for you. If you're a seller, price your house reasonably, make sure you have a game plan on what you're going to do after you sell your house. That's really the question mark here. What is your game plan for once your home sells? Where are you going to? How are you getting there? What's the timeline going to look like? So make sure you have those answers before you put your home on the market to make sure it goes as smoothly as possible. So if you want to stay on top of things in your local market, you want to know what's going on and you want to forget all the noise, all the white noise about the craziness, white noise about the uncertainty. If you want to know what's happening here right now at this time, make sure to follow so that you can stay informed and know what's going on over here in your local market.